guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about a certain company called Ash Cosmetics. If you don't know who they are, look them up on Instagram. I'll leave their link down below. They are a fairly new company who are UK based, and I met the owner of this company a couple of months ago, and since then we really hit it off, and bless her soul, she has gifted me with so many incredible products that I felt deserved its own video. So here it is, guys. So if you want to see what on earth is going to go on, then keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Okay guys, so as you can see, I already have my eyes on, lashes and brows, so I'm going to get straight into doing the foundations, and then we're going to play with some glitters, and I'm also going to show you guys a couple of other products as well from Ash Cosmetics. So the first thing is obviously foundations. Now they come in a super cool box like this, and I actually know whose this eye is, and it's a lovely lady called Sal Q who does some incredible eye makeups and little videos, so you can check her out on Instagram. And if I show you these without trying to drop them, these are the foundations. There are 9 universal foundations that Ash has created, and bless her, she has spent so many years perfecting these, and they are a stick cream foundation. So I'm just going to show you one, and then I'll show you a clip insert of the rest of them and the swatches as well. And the packaging is so cool. It's just really smart black packaging with the Ash Cosmetics logo on the front. And the thing about these foundations is that she's worked really hard to creating 9 shades that will work with most, if not all, skin types, which you can mix and match as well to obviously get it to your perfect skin colour. So this one I've got in my hand is an orange base colour corrector foundation. This probably wouldn't be as a full foundation base, but it's perfect to use under the eyes or anywhere where you are slightly red, or if you do have dark eyes, this will work for you. And then we have the translucent powder, which looks like this. Now I have used, oh gosh, it's going to go everywhere. I have used this already, and it is just a simple white concealer, and it doesn't seem to have any flashback either, which is very good, as a lot of white translucent powders can do that, but I haven't really had any problems. So to begin with, I'm just going to apply this all over my face, and I have already prepped my face. It's primed and cleaned and everything like that. The one I'm using at the moment is called Asian, because obviously in summer you get darker, and I'm a bit tanned right now, so the one I'm using is called Asian. So with this, I am just going to pull this a few times across the cheeks, over the chin, lip, down side of nose, up in between the brows, and down the side of the brows as well. A few more for good luck. So you can already see I haven't even blended that out, and it is my exact skin colour. I'm then going to take a very damp beauty blender, because I find that beauty blenders work the best with cream foundations, and I'm just going to start blending this out. Let me move my mirror slightly closer. Now before using this foundation, had never used a cream foundation before, and I suffer with quite a lot of redness at the moment. My skin has broken out again since I've come back from the festival, which absolutely sucks. But that's why I love this foundation, because you can build it up and it can completely get rid of the redness. What I also like about this product is the fact that it's so light. So if you're somebody who wants full coverage but doesn't want to feel like they've got a cakey face, this is a very good foundation for you. So I'm going to keep blending this out. And as I say, you can build the colours up, which is why there are 9 universal shades as well. So if you don't find, if there's one that isn't quite your skin colour, you can mix the foundations up, which is super cool. And generally Ash suggests to have at least 2 foundations, one slightly darker than the other, because obviously in summer your skin changes, and in winter you're generally a little bit paler than you are in summer. Also, can you see this awful red blotch here? My scalp psoriasis is totally returning with vengeance, and it absolutely sucks. I've been trying to deal with it and sort it out for months now, and it is just not shifting and it's really annoying. So Ash has actually been working on these for about 4 years, I think. And as I said, she does come from a scientific background. So I think she came from some sort of genetics or something to do with cancer, but her passion was really in the beauty industry, which is why she turned to creating her own line of makeups, which I think is fantastic. And we actually met back, oh, that was right in my hairline. We actually met back in April, I think, at the UMAE Expo, which is the United Make-up Artists Expo in London, and we just kind of got chatting, and she offered me a couple of glitters to try out, and then ever since then I've kind of been working quite closely with her, which is so cool because it, you know, she obviously sees some sort of potential in me, so that's nice. So what I've done is just put a little bit more on the areas that I think I'm slightly more red, which is like on my cheeks and obviously on this silly psoriasis patch. So that has gone on beautifully, it's so smooth. It obviously is a little bit dewy, which is fine, but I do like to powder down afterwards. But for now, I'm going to move on to contouring, and the best thing about this as well is that you can use the different coloured foundations to do your contouring as well. So I'm going to take 2 of the foundation shades, one in pale and one in dark, and I'm going to go around the corners of my face and contour. So I'm taking the dark one, and as I say, this is a foundation stick, but you can use it as contouring. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this. You can see how dark that is, so you really don't need a lot. I'll put it a bit down there, a bit down my cheeks, down the nose, under the lip, and just like so. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Pale, which is a fairer one than Asian, and this is going to go right underneath my eyes and up like so. This could be a little bit more pale actually, as in like, not the colour of this one, but I could use a paler foundation. But I don't want to do too much contouring today, but I do want to just show you guys what you can do with this. So I'm going to put this all the in-between spaces. I'm going to use the same beauty blender to blend all that together. I'm going to start with all the highlight and then go into the dark. So I haven't actually used many of these products yet. I wanted to save them all completely to make this video, but then I have had a couple of commercial jobs doing like television commercials, and I wanted to try them out on the presenters, and honestly they worked so well and even held up under the hot lights of the studio, which is amazing. In fact, the last person I worked on was a lady called Holly Bell, which if you guys have ever watched British Bake Off, she was on there. I think she was a finalist on there. So I used the Ash Cosmetics foundations on her, and she absolutely loved how natural it looked, but how much of a nice coverage it gave her as well. I use different parts of the beauty blender depending if I'm blending in the highlight or the contour, because I don't want to mix the colours up. Now this is the true test. This is so creamy, and you just do it really slowly. Well, slowly, not that slowly, but you just carefully, I blend it upwards into the rest of the foundations in just like a dabbing, pushing motion slightly, and then you can blend those colours together, so you can see it's a really subtle contour considering how dark of a foundation I actually used. So as you can see, it is now all blended out, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. As always, it's very dewy, so if you're quite oily skinned, I would definitely recommend powdering, which is the next step that I'm going to do. Just making sure these little bits don't crease. Now for powder, Ash also does have the Ash Cosmetics translucent powder, which comes in a cool little pot like this. So it does come with this cute little sponge applicator for the powder as well, but I find that using this is quite hard to place in the exact places that you want to either just powder your face or, like me, bake. So I'm going to go and just use the beauty blender that I have been using, coat this so it looks like this. I really shouldn't have used a white background today. It looks like that on the flat side, and I'm going to put this right underneath where I want to powder. Now again, you can build this up, you can do a light powder. I love baking my face. I find that, especially with these foundations, it makes it last so much longer. It's amazing. I've literally worn this foundation for like 8-9 hours, and the powder just makes it stick, which is so good. So I'm going to do it right under the eyes, being careful to avoid my really pretty, like, mermaidy blue halo eye I've got going on right now. Put it down the centre of my nose. I'm basically going to put the powder everywhere where I am the most oiliest, which is the general kind of T-zone area. And I also do like to place this right under my cheekbones, because then I set the rest of the cheekbones when I come to doing the bronzer and the blush and everything else. So now that the powder is on, I'm going to wait a few minutes for it to work and set the foundation. I'm then going to brush it off and apply a bit of bronzer and blusher, and I will be right back. Now that that is all on, I've also added some lips, and you might be able to notice that I do not have any highlighter on at the moment, and that is because I'm going to put on the Ash Cosmetics Moon Dust highlighter, which comes in a cute little pot like this, and it is a powder highlighter, which normally I'm not a fan of, but honestly, if you use your fingers, this is fantastic. This has some serious golden glow going on. It is beautiful, and you can really build it up. So you can see that on my hand. So I'm actually going to take my finger and put this where I normally highlight, which is obviously the cheeks, the nose, but on the cupid's bow and stuff. So you can just, this is something that really gets everyone, and it can be so subtle but yet still so beautiful. If you're going to use a brush, I would highly recommend being extremely careful, as you don't want to waste any of the product, but that is the highlighter there. And you can build it up to the amount of highlight that you want to wear as well. A bit on my nose. But it's so nice. Like, this is one of the prettiest highlighters I've ever used in my life. See, right on top of the cupid's bow. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you can take a closer look at the foundation and everything like that, and then we'll move on to glitters. So you are now completely zoomed in, and I do have a lot of texture in my face, but honestly this foundation has such good coverage, and you can just see the highlight there and how flawless my skin looks, which is obviously what everybody wants. Everything about this foundation is so nice, and I don't feel like I have anything on either, which is what most people want. So yeah, I'm going to move on to the glitter. So the Ash Cosmetics glitter is actually an award-winning glitter, and I was so shocked to find out that it had been used in films like Star Wars. I'm not too sure what other films they have been used in, but the fact that it's been used in Star Wars is super cool. So because I don't have them in a little box, I've got them in my drawer. Oh my gosh, I'm probably going to spill these everywhere. So there are 15 glitters, and I'll insert a clip of the swatches. These are the glitteriest glitters, I don't even know if that's a real word, that I have ever used in my entire life. I was completely blown away by how bright they were. Like, as a makeup artist and, you know, as an influencer, somebody who uses Instagram pretty much on a daily basis, I've used glitters before, and when I take photos of them, it's really hard to pick up the glitter in the photos, but these have literally got no problem. Because obviously I have my eyes already done, I am going to go in with a glitter that I haven't really used before. The one that I really want to use today is one that is called Reflex Green. It looks almost white. When you look closer to it, it is semi-pink, but you can see specks of like green glitter in there. So this is what I'm going to use. So there are two types of glitter glues you can use. For some reason I've only got one on hand with me today. This is the 12-hour glitter glue. It's actually for the lips, so if you're somebody who is into glitter lips, which is kind of the trend going right now, this would be perfect for you. I have worn this several times, and let me tell you, once you have it on with the glitter, it does not come off. I have eaten, I have drank, I have laughed, I have worn it for hours and hours on end, and it just doesn't come off whatsoever. The other thing I want to say about the glitters is that they are soaked in a specific liquid. I'm not too sure on the name of it, but that is the reason why it has an extra sparkle in there, and using the glue alongside the glitters that it's made for really enhances the shininess and sparkliness of them. Moving on, I'm going to go in with the 12-hour glitter glue, and I'm going to use the Reflex Green glitter and apply that into the centre of my eyes where the halo is, because I want to really bring out the sparkle and just the colours basically without actually changing my own eye makeup. So I'm going to apply a little bit onto the centre of my eyes. So I'm going to tap that onto there. Now with this product you don't want to wait too long, as it can dry very, very quickly. I don't know if you can see that. This is like actually stunning. It is like so glittery. And then I'm just going to use a really old like weird flat brush that I have and pick the glitter up, and this is just going to go straight into the middle. And this, oh my gosh, with the eye makeup it looks so good. As I say, I haven't actually used this glitter before. Again, this is a product that you can build up and put as much or as little as you want on. Whoa. That is so nice. So that is the Reflex Green glitter. So that is the glitter on both eyes, and I did put a little bit underneath as well just to really bring out that halo eye, and it is so beautiful. I've used the other glitters, or some of the other glitters, and I'm so impressed. I haven't been disappointed by any of these products. They're so stunning. This Reflex Green one is perfect for this eye makeup. So that is it for the entire face makeup, guys. Obviously the eyes look incredible. I'm so happy with them. And I do want to mention as well a couple more products that are from Ash Cosmetics, which are the gel liners, and I'll insert a quick swatch as well. So the gel liners are wax based, I think. They are very nice. It's so creamy. I do have the black on just very slightly around my eyes today, but obviously I haven't been playing with them. And they come in several shades as well. So there's like crystal, there's obviously an onyx, which is a black, there is white, agate, I think I said that right, vintage rose, and blue. I don't know how to pronounce the second word, but they're the ones I have. The white one is so good for fine detailed work. The black one is jet black. I have actually used the black gel liner in my eyelashes and eyeliner tutorial, which I can link down below if you guys want to check that out. So that is all the products I have from Ash Cosmetics. They are an outstanding new brand. They've only really been around for a couple of years, and I'm incredibly happy that I have discovered them and that I'm working slightly closely with them, and I'm getting really good friends with Ash herself. She's incredible. You guys should definitely go check out her Instagram. She grows every day. The products are fantastic. I did want to mention as well that the foundations, you don't have to buy them as a set. You can buy them individually or whatever colour suits you. They are $24.99 I believe, which you can again use my discount code for. Same with the glitters, they do come as a full set or you can buy them individually. She has done several eyeshadow colours, there are brow products which I don't have my hands on, and I know that she hasn't wanted me to use any of the eyeshadows simply because she's wanting to redo the formula, so she's waiting on that happening. But that is it, guys, that is the Ash Cosmetics. It's not even a review, I just wanted to tell you guys about it because I think it deserved its own video, and to be fair, it is long overdue. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want any more information, by all means email me, message me, you know, message Ash herself, she will respond to every single one of you, she's incredible like that. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, I hope you learned a little bit from it. Please give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see how I do this eye makeup, you know, leave me a comment down below and I can do a separate tutorial on specifically this eye makeup. Subscribe, leave me a comment, leave it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. I love you guys. Mwah. See you next time.